So now the most important part, one, that is error calculation. Although we have covered this topic in class 12th, so I have taken more or less things from there, but this is the equation and this is the relation. Absolute error is equal to true value minus measure value. So absolute error, when a true value is 2 kg and you are measuring something and you are getting 1.9, so 2 minus 1.9, so 0.1 will be your absolute error. So this is the definition of absolute error. Absolute error equal to true value minus measure value. Now what we are doing, suppose we have got an instrument and we are taking 4 readings of a particular physical quantity, whether it is a resistor, whether it is a wire, whether it's a temperature sensor, anything you can take, any physical quantity. So we are getting 4 reading, A, B, C, there are 4 reading. So what will be the mean value? So mean value, we are taking A plus B plus C plus D by 4, and this will be our mean value. So now we have to find A plus B plus C D and by 4. Suppose you are taking 10 readings, so 10 means 1 plus up to 10 divided by 10, so you will get mean value. So what will be the absolute error? So absolute error will be equal to mean value minus the readings. So mean value is m, so change in A, yani ki we can say absolute error will be equal to mean value minus the reading or measured value. Mean value minus measured value. Absolute error in B, that will be equal to mean value minus measured value. Absolute error in C, that will be equal to mean value minus the measured value. Absolute error in D, that will be mean value minus the measured value, right? So we can get absolute error. So mean absolute error, so again for mean absolute error we are taking the mean of delta A, delta B, delta C and delta D divided by 4. So this is called absolute mean error, mean absolute error. So what will be the relative error? So relative error will be nothing but it will be the ratio of mean absolute error and divided by mean value. And what is percentage error? So this will be equal to relative error, this mean absolute error and divided by mean value into 100, that will be equal to percentage error. But we are not interested in this. Now we are in engineering, and or if you are in class 12th also, if you are in engineering first year also, or you have completed your engineering also, so now you have got the concept of logarithm as well as differentiation. So now today's topic is to find error using log and differentiation, and that's it. And remind one thing, error is always positive, error is always positive, that's it and nothing else. So within 5 minutes we can conclude it, right? So this is error, fine, this is error, okay. So right, suppose we are having let R series is equal to R1 plus R2. R1 and R2 are 2 resistors and we have to find out error in this. So what we can write, we will differentiate it, right? So we can write it delta RS is equal to delta R1 and this is delta R2, right? So this will be change in, fine. So this will be equal to our change in error, or we can say error in RS, right? So what we can write, RS will be equal to R1 and plus R2, and you will provided here will be R1 and plus delta R1, and R2 will be equal to R2 plus delta R2. This will be change in R2 and this will be change, or you can say this is the change error in R1, error in R2. So we can write here RS, so R1 plus R2 and plus minus delta RS. So what we can write, R1 plus R2 and plus minus delta R1 plus delta R2. Simple, that's it. फिनिश. सो दिस इज नॉट अ बिग डील, ये बहुत सिंपल होता है, राइट. अब बात आती है हम अगर पैरेलल में लेंगे तब क्या होगा, राइट. सो फॉर पैरेलल कंडीशन वी कैन राइट फॉर एग्जांपल rp and you are told to find out the percentage error in rp, right. So rp is the parallel combination of these two. rp is the parallel combination of these two, right, r1 and r2, and you are given by r1 and delta r1 plus minus delta r1, and this is r2 and this is r2 plus minus delta r2. You are given by this value and you have to find out the error or limiting value of this rp, right. So what will be rp? So rp will be equal to r1 r2 and divided by r1 plus r2, right. This is, so you can write here rp, or you can say rp is equal to 1 by r1 and 1 by r2. आप differentiate करो, just differentiating. So differentiating both sides we get what you will get. So this is minus 1 by rp square into delta rp, and this will be equal to minus 1 upon r1 square. This is delta r1, this is minus 1 by r2, and this is delta r2. This we are getting. I told you we have to take only positive quantity, only positive. So this will be plus minus, this will be plus minus, this will be plus minus. So in error we have to consider only positive quantity. So what will be this? So delta rp will be equal to delta rp square, and this will be equal to delta r1 by r1 square delta r2 and divided by r2 square. So what will be delta rp? So delta rp will be equal to, this will be equal to rp square delta r1 by r1 square rp square delta r2 and divided by r2 square. So this will be your error. Now, so you have to find out the limiting value of percentage error in rp. So what we can write, percentage error in rp, so delta rp upon rp into 100. So this will be equal to percentage error in rp. This will be, or if you want to write in the form of rp plus minus delta rp, so you will write r1 r2 and divided by r1 plus r2 and plus minus the whole term, and that is rp square delta r1 and r1 square, and this is rp square delta r2 and divided by r2 square. This will be your whole term. So this we can write, and you are given by this factor. So this is positive quantity addition. For addition or subtraction we will follow this one. Okay, now the equation comes for multiplication. Okay, so I am just rubbing it. Board आपका clear है? So you can see it. Yeah, it's very much clear. Okay, so now you can see it. Okay, so this is the error, percentage error. We 100 से multiply, we are getting multiplied by 100, so you will get percentage error. Okay, fine. Now most important thing, if you are given by r is equal to v by I, so what will happen? We have to find out the percentage. You are told percentage error, find percentage error in r, percentage error in r. What will happen? अब क्या करोगे? So this is very simple. Look, solution. Since r is equal to v by I, taking log both sides, log r is equal to log v by I. So this log r will be equal to log v minus log I, right? Differentiating both sides. Differentiating both sides, we get, so what is 1 by r into delta r will be equal to 1 by v delta v, and plus minus, okay, you can write minus 1 by I into delta I, but we have to take only, when we are differentiating we can take positive negative value both, but you have to take only positive value. So for error we have to take positive value only. So we can write delta R by R is equal to delta V by V and plus delta I by I. Fine. So if we are multiplying 100, so delta R into 100, that will be equal to delta V by V into 100, delta I by I into 100. So this will be called percentage error in R. That's it. So simple. बहुत ही आसान है, बहुत ही आसान. One more example I would like to take. Suppose find percentage error in Z. You have to calculate, and Z is given by A N B X, right? C Y and D Z D K. So what we are doing here? Solution. What we can do here? We will take log both sides. We take log both sides. तो एरर में आपको मैंने बता दिया कि एरर में अगर कहीं निगेटिव वैल्यू भी आती है तो एरर में हम निगेटिव वैल्यू नहीं लेंगे, वी विल टेक ओनली पॉजिटिव वैल्यू. अगर हमें a माइनस बी में भी एरर कैलकुलेट करनी है तो डेल्टा a एंड प्लस डेल्टा b लिखेंगे. एरर हमारा निगेटिव नहीं होता, माइंड इट. सो वी टेक log. So this will be log z log a n bx divided by cy and dk. So this will be equal to log z log a to the power n plus log b to the power x minus log c to the power y and minus log d to the power k. So we can write delta log a and plus x log b and y log c and k log d. So differentiating both sides, we can write differentiating both sides, we get 1 by d. So this will be equal to log d differentiation 1 by d into plus minus delta d, and this will be equal to n 1 by a delta a. You can take positive negative, otherwise you can leave it, no need. So x 1 by b delta d minus y 1 by c delta c and minus k 1 by d and delta d, right? So but we have to take positive sign only. So what will be? So delta d by d will be equal to, sorry, delta z, this is delta z, this is z. So delta z by z will be equal to n delta a by a plus x delta b by b plus y delta c by c and plus k delta d by d. This is the value. And if you want to have percentage error, so percentage error will be equal to percentage error in z, that will be equal to into 100. So you can multiply both sides by 100. So this is your error. Now we would like to, or we go for some problems and we solve it and then we look into it, right? So the first problem is, so we will try to solve some problems, okay? So now we are going to solve some problem, right? So we have to find out to find percentage error in R. If V is given by, and we are provided V 100 plus minus 5 volt, 100 plus minus 5 volt, and I is given, we have 10 plus minus 0.2 ampere. This is the thing we are provided, and we have to find out the percentage error in R. This is very simple. Now what is this? V is equal to 100 plus minus 5 means what? V plus minus delta V you are given, right? So this is V and delta V is 5. If I is equal to 10 plus minus 0.2, it means you are provided with delta I. It means I is, and delta I is equal to 0.2. You have to find out R. R will be equal to V by A. So we can write log R is equal to log V and minus log I. Differentiate कर दीजिए दोनों साइड. Differentiating both sides. Differentiating both sides. What we get? We get, अगर हम दोनों तरफ डिफरेंशिएट कर दें तो क्या मिलेगा? 1 by r delta r, this is plus minus delta r will be equal to 1 by v plus minus delta v and minus plus minus 1 by I and this is delta I. अगर हम डिफरेंशिएट करें दोनों साइड तो हमारे को इतना मिलेगा, राइट? So I told you earlier that in error we have to take only positive sign. So here it is negative. Here it is negative, right? Here this is negative. So we don't take negative. हम positive value लेंगे. So delta R by R will be equal to delta V by V and plus delta I by I. So now we have to find out delta R by R into 100 and this will be equal to percentage error in R and this is equal to delta V by V plus delta I by I and into 100. So delta V is what? Delta V is 5 and this is 100 plus delta I is 0.2 and this is I is 10. So what we can write into 100? So we can get 5 and plus 0.2 into 100 by 10, this gets cancelled, this gets cancelled, so we are getting 7. So this is 7%. So delta R by R into 100 यानी कि percentage error in R is equal to 7%. This is your answer, 7%. Fine. Now another problem we can take. Another problem we can take. Suppose we have to find out percentage error in density. If mass हमको दिया हुआ है and mass is percentage mass मेरे को दिया हुआ है और हमारे को दिया हुआ है वॉल्यूम दिया हुआ है ना? परसेंटेज मास जो दी हुई है that is equal to 3% percentage mass and measurement of side हमको दी हुई है and that is equal to percentage of L is equal to 4%. I hope this is, yes, 3% and we have to calculate density and this is the relation of a cube. ये क्यूब के बारे में कहा गया है and the question is कि if the errors involved in the measurement of a side A and mass of a cube are 3% and 4% respectively, then what is the maximum permissible error in the density of the material? This is your question. ये क्वेश्चन हमें सॉल्व करना है तो हमें डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट करनी है. ओके फाइन, तो आइए अब डेंसिटी कैलकुलेट करने के लिए सबसे पहले हम मास का रिलेशन देखेंगे. तो आपको मालूम है कि डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू मास इज इक्वल टू क्या होती है? मास इज इक्वल टू वॉल्यूम इनटू डेंसिटी, ये आपको होती है. तो डेंसिटी की बात कर रहे हैं कि m इज इक्वल टू v इंटू रो, सो रो विल बी इक्वल टू m बाई वी, राइट. ये और ये जो हमारा वॉल्यूम है, वॉल्यूम जो है हमारा वो क्यूब का है. दिस इज क्यूब, वॉल्यूम ऑफ क्यूब, ठीक है. ये हमारी बात आ रही है. सो अब हम यहाँ क्या लिख सकते हैं? what we can write here? So we can write here rho will be equal to mass and volume is equal to L cube, V is equal to side cube. ये वॉल्यूम होती है क्यूब की, साइड क्यूब. So log rho is equal to log m, taking log both sides, so log rho m, this is 3 log L. So what will be the differentiation? We can write 1 by differentiating क्या लिख सकते हैं? 1 by rho, delta rho is equal to 1 by m delta m, and again this is negative, so this will be what? Positive. 3 1 by L, and this is delta L, right? So this is the thing. So you are provided with percentage, so what will be? So delta rho by rho will be equal to delta m by m and plus 3 delta L by L, multiplying both sides by 100. This is 100, so this will be equal to percentage error in density, and this will be equal to delta m by m plus 3 delta L by L, and this will be equal to 100. So delta m by m, so delta m by m into 100 and plus 3 delta L by L into 100. So this you are provided, this you are m percentage m you are given. So this is 3% and plus this is 3 into L is I hope 4%. Yeah, mass is 4%, side is 3%, mass is 4%, this is 4%. So this is 4% and this is 3 into 3%, so this will be equal to 13%. So this is the error in density is equal to 13%, right? So this is the case, this is very simple problem, right? One or two more problems we can solve. So I would like to discuss one more problem, and that is the voltage. Okay. Question: we are provided with by a voltage across a lamp. ये हमारे को दिया हुआ है कि हमारे को वोल्टेज लैंप के अक्रॉस जो दिया हुआ है, and that is equal to 6 plus minus 0.1 volt, 6 plus minus 0.1 volt दिया हुआ है. This is our voltage, and current passing through it is equal to, and this I is equal to 4 plus minus 0.2, 4 plus minus 0.2 ampere ये दिया हुआ है. ठीक है. So we have to find out find the power consumed. आपको power consumed calculate करना है, power consumed, right? ये आपने कैलकुलेट करना है. सो P इज इक्वल टू V इंटू आई, राइट? P इज इक्वल टू V इंटू आई. सो V इंटू आई, इट मीन्स V इज इक्वल टू 6 प्लस माइनस 0.1 मीन्स V प्लस माइनस डेल्टा V. सो V इज इक्वल टू 6 वोल्ट. सो P इज इक्वल टू V इंटू आई, इट मीन्स 6 into 4, and this will be equal to 24 watt. But you have to consider in percentage or in in error term also. So this is your power. Now log P will be equal to log V and plus log I. What will be? Delta P by P is equal to delta V by V and plus delta I by I. Fine. So what is this? So power you have calculated. Now delta P you have to find out. So delta P will be equal to P delta V by V and plus P delta I by I. You are provided with each and everything. So delta P will be equal to P delta V by V and plus P delta I and by I, right? So what is P? P is 24. So 24, delta V is 0.1 and V is 6 and plus P is 24, delta I is 0.2 and current is 4. So this is 4, it means 0.4 and plus this is 6, 1.2, so this is 1.6. So what is P? P is equal to P plus minus delta P, right? So we can write 24 plus minus 1.6 watt. This is your answer. 24 plus minus 1.6. That's all. This is very simple. You can do it, right? Thank you very much.